The only way to stop these things is with a bullet to the head.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Undead Comic Haul with me, JB. It's called the Undead Comic Haul because comics never die. I've tried to do this once already and this is my second take of it because I honestly think it's because of the same thing that has got into everyone's comic book brain at the moment. Batman's soft knob. Batman's penis has just been a topic of conversation amongst the comic book world all this week. Ever since Batman Damned came out, it was my pick of the week last week, and I picked it based on the previous work by the artist and the writer. I didn't know that it was going to be on everyone's lips, as it were, because of some shading of a shaft. I've got no problem with artists drawing penises and stuff like it's a human body, you know. It wasn't like it was hard or anything. It wasn't erotic. It was just showing that he was naked and possibly trying to get across he's vulnerable. It's also the first issue in DC's Black Label, so this is where we know they were going to be a little bit more X-rated, as it were, a bit more swearing, a bit more gore. So I don't know why it was so shocking, and then everyone's gone complained and made such a kick up about it that DC have said that when the trades are released that you're not going to be able to see it. It'll be shaded out. So if you picked up Batman Damned like I did, you are the proud owner of one of the only prints of Batman's penis. But because of that, I honestly think my head's been a bit of a mess today, because like I said, I've tried filming this once. I watched it back and it was very clunky, and so I'm trying to get Batman's penis off my mind, and let's go straight into this. Heroes in Crisis #1. So this, there's loads of these when I went to the comic book shop. This is one of DC's biggest events this year. It's by Tom King, who's been doing Batman, which, as you can see, I've been catching up on here. I'm not really sure what it's about, I'm not going to lie. I'm not the biggest DC fan. I'm not a Marvel head, as it were. I find it hard to connect with DC characters, a lot of them. I'm trying Green Lantern at the moment. I like Batman. I'm trying to think. I like Wonder Woman. I like Batgirl. I like Harley Quinn, but old Harley Quinn, etc., etc. I've really struggled to get on the DC train. I've got the Justice League Origin by Jeff Johns and the New 52. That's great. That's a really good read. I enjoyed that a lot. Because it focused more on the characters themselves, it didn't go too much to the powers, it was fun. I don't think this is going to be fun, as it traditionally, in the traditional sense of the word, but it does look to be interesting and more about the characters, and I'm all about that CD, that character development, baby. So we'll see where this goes. Yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man #6, I had to do a double take when I picked this up, because it says date night there, and I thought that this was the MJ Spider-Man wedding, honeymoon, last romance kind of comic that's out. I can't remember what it is, but it's not. It's carrying on Nick Spencer's run, The Amazing Spider-Man, which the arc of the clone Spider-Man finished #5 last week. I actually was shocked that finished at #5. I was a bit peeved it was only going to last 6 issues, but 5 is mental to me. I don't know whether that was Nick's plan or whether Marvel have said churn out this story, churn out that, and they want to be able to cut him off. But how it ended and how this starts is with and slight spoiler. Well, it's not really a spoiler, because we haven't seen anything that is to come of this character, but Kraven the Hunter is coming in. I have not read the big story with Spider-Man and Kraven the Hunter, so it's payday on Friday. I'm probably going to order that trade and give it a read. It's always been one on the list, so I'm going to get it done so I can just feel a bit more fear about the Kraven the Hunter, because as it stands, I just feel like he's a guy who, well, he hunts, and Spider-Man's like an Avenger, so I've never really got on it, but we'll see. Doomsday Clock, #7 of 12. I feel like I'm going to be reading Doomsday Clock for another 3 years, because they come out so few and far between, but they're so good, so it's okay. It is totally okay. This has been a blast to read. I don't know any comic book fan who isn't reading it. I'm pretty sure everyone I know is reading this. I I had the choice between this and there was a Green Lantern cover, which I'll put here, which had a moth on, which moths are like the meme of the month. So it would have been maybe more fitting to get that. But if you don't know what moth memes are, then I'll put some here, and maybe another one, yeah. Seen it? There you go. Right, this one has, Rorschach beating Joker to a pulp. But we can't see Joker's face. I preferred this cover because it's much more suggestive. Joker could be enjoying this for all we know. And I just thought it was more interesting than Moth on a Green Lantern. Like, literally on a Green Lantern. So, yeah, if you're not reading this, why not join the train? And I want to know where this is going to go, because it's building up to something that I have a feeling is going to change the DC universe. And DC needs to be planning all future stories around this, but they keep kind of pushing back when this next one comes out. So I don't know how their calendars are working. Punisher number 2. Well, I am a sucker for punishment. Pun intended. Punisher intended. Punisher number 1 was my pick of the week a few weeks ago, and I regret that because it wasn't interesting. He wasn't really in it. I thought he was drawn terribly. If I have a look here, on the page I've opened up, he's not here. It has Zemo's the villain, who is not my favourite villain really, and Punisher just is drawn like bloated and old looking, which I suppose he could be, but comic characters don't age in the Marvel Universe that much, and the fact he's aging heavily, I don't know why they've done that, and I didn't really enjoy it. I'm going to try this and hope that it was just maybe a misstep forward, but I don't think this is going to click with me. But we'll see. Batman Kings of Fear, number 2. Talk about a juxtaposition going from Batman Damned, this dark, penis-filled comic, to Batman Kings of Fear, which is a lovely classic comic, in my opinion. Just straight up, Batman, he's got enemies, he needs to put them in the Arkham Asylum, and they're running amok. And, I mean, even the drawings are just, that's the fun of it. Like, look, Scarecrow is a castle gripping Batman and holding him in his hand, and it's old style, and it's great, it's just fun. In the last one, it was just straight into it, all the villains, and first it jarred me because I thought, oh, there's no storyline here, it's just Batman and villains. But at the end, when he meets Scarecrow, the game is afoot, and that we can see where the story's going to go. Well, we know who the story's going to go with. I have no idea what it's going to be about. But I have a feeling this is going to be a descent into the fear of Bruce Wayne, and I cannot wait. Stranger Things number 1. What happened to Will in season 1? We don't really know too much. It's never really been digressed, but you just have to put it together. This is what's going to answer it. There was a few different versions. This is a variant cover. I got this one because I feel like I framed this. Like, this is great. This is like a movie poster from the 80s. But this looked gorgeous. I can't wait to actually find out what happened to Will. And I thought maybe I'm the only one wanting to pick up this Dark Horse comic. Like, I didn't think it would be that popular, but the woman in the comic shop I went to said it had been flying off the shelves, and she was worried that by the time her shift ended, there'd be none left for her to read. So, yeah, get on this. This could be a nice adventure, and it might make up for the fact that there is no Stranger Things on this year. Iron Hammer number 1. This is sticking with this Infinity Warps, Elseworld kind of story. I kind of know what's happened now. It's very handy. I was reading Soldier Supreme, which was Captain America and Doctor Strange mixed into one. This is clearly Iron Man and Thor mixed into one. That is a cool name as well, Iron Hammer. It's by Al Ewing. This one's been wrote by Al Ewing, who's been doing Immortal Hulk, which is it's so good. So I've got high hopes for this. And I also know what's happened now. So Gamora has folded the Marvel Universe in half using the Infinity Stones. I don't know why she's done it, but that's all you need to know. And they're just showing these stories, and it's great. I love a good Elseworld story, so pick them up. It's just a bit of fun. I haven't been reading Infinity Wars, but you don't need to. Pick up an Infinity Warps. There's a few of them coming out. I'm not sure I'll get all of them because some of the characters being mixed I'm not interested in, but this could be good. This could be good. Well, that went a lot better than last time. Honestly, Batman's penis. Also, speaking of parts of the body, I've been hearing that a lot of people are complaining that Captain Marvel's arse isn't big enough in the trailers. for Captain Marvel, which to those people I have to say, don't watch the film then. Like, literally just fuck off from comics and from film. For starters, it's a kid's film. It's a Disney film. And you're complaining that the main character, the flaw with the character, is that the arse isn't big enough compared to the way that she's drawn in the comics. Which I also think is a bit unfair, because I've never really sexualized Captain Marvel. I think they've tried to. I think there's a really awkward... Yeah, I'm picturing it now. I'll put it here. Where there's... Scott Lang or someone is perving on her in the shower. I don't get writing like that at all. I mean, why are people not complaining about that? And people are complaining so much about Batman's penis that it's been censored. Art has been censored. That's just crap writing, in my opinion, whatever that was. And yeah, the first thing you think of when you think of Captain Marvel is her arse, fuck off. And on that note, what have you been reading? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to rate, like, subscribe if you want. And don't forget to head over to www.talknerdy.uk to watch more of these, other vlogs, read some other blogs, and just join in all the fun. I've been JB, and I've been talking nerdy. Peace!